Okay, welcome, ladies, and we are gathered here today. So welcome, women in management. Welcome, ladies. My name is Anna Logan Riversby, and today we're going to be going through how to get promoted even if you lack confidence topic through this webinar, and I hope you're going to have a great time. Seat yourself or lay yourself comfortably wherever you are, at home or on a train, and enjoy this short webinar. So who is this for? Let's first start with this. Well, you are in the right place if you're feeling lack of confidence at work, so work-related confidence, and you are really confused because of that or not because of that when it comes to you deciding on your next career steps. And also this is for you if you think that you are not earning the money that you deserve and you're seeing everybody else getting promoted and you're being pushed aside. What you're about to learn today is the 3-step method to achieve this mysterious confidence at work or work-related confidence. And you're going to be learning how you can avoid living by chance, or what I usually call the spaghetti in the wall of life. So you can just finally start feeling like you are back in the driving seat of life and become an architect of your own life. And you're going to be learning the number 1 secret to your ability to be a leader who is groomed for the next promotion. Doesn't that sound exciting? And you are about to learn why do you struggle with the next steps in your career and how to eliminate that problem forever. Yoo-hoo! So my name is Anna Logan Riversby. I'm career mastery coach, and I help ambitious women in management find their greatness and turn it into successful career and happy life. And what do I really mean by that? I'm going to explain. So today, I'm really blessed to have a really successful, meaningful career that I absolutely love and adore, where I am meeting people that truly inspire me and who are on the mission to help others find this mysterious meaning and purpose and light, and finally realize that yes, it is possible to have all the confidence at work that you deserve, and to feel that you're doing the work that has meaning and that you are recognized and respected for that and promoted. So these people, you can see the pictures in a webinar, some of these people that I'm blessed to have known and I still do, and I collaborate with some of them, like Chloe Madanes, Mark Magali Pesha, and Tony Robbins. These are the people who are helping, I'm not kidding you, millions and millions and millions of people globally in the world. They're basically turning this place into a better place for us to live in and giving us direction and the hope that we can create something magnificent in our lives during our lifetime, that not everything is about living in fear and being afraid of taking chances and taking the step forward, even though we don't really know what we're doing. So these people are giving us hope that even though you don't know what you're doing, yes, you can be confident about like doing it and discovering in the way of the journey forward that you are an amazing human being who has a purpose on this planet. So today I'm also blessed that if you asked me like 4 years ago, almost like 5 years ago, would you be able to, Anna, create a career where you would be able to go and take holidays anytime you like, at any point of like business or work that you like, at any location that you can imagine? You know what? I would say no, because I honestly did not know how. And I did not believe that anybody can do this, because frankly, in my own environment, I actually did not know anyone who has created anything similar. Right? So I would have said no. But today I'm living the life of my dreams. I love what I do. I work only with people that inspire me, who are as motivated and good-hearted, and with the vision that I have. We share the same goals. And I have a most amazing, inspirational clients. And I do not have to worry about paying the bills anymore. And I'm truly blessed to be able to give the gifts to my friends and family. And above all, to feel like I have a purpose in this lifetime right now. But as you know, it was not always like this. There was a time, like more than a few years back, where I was trapped at work with people who did not appreciate me. They did not understand me. They did not understand nor want my talents or creativity. And frankly, I felt humiliated by these people. Well, I didn't feel humiliated. They were humiliating me and others at work. There was lots of shouting, toxicity. There was political games played all the time. And we were put down all the time. And I was skipped for promotion more times than I'd like to admit. So this was going on for years and years and years. And I did switch jobs and I changed careers. And you know what? And every job that I've had and every career that I had, the same characters, these bullies, would come on, like after like first 5 or 6 months of like bliss. Oh yes, I found a great colleagues and solutions and projects. The same characters of same bullies would somehow emerge from the shadows, and the same situations will start repeating over and over again. And after I think 4th or 5th workplace like that, I thought, you know what, everything is the same. So everywhere I looked, everybody was stressed, unhappy about their work, overworked, underpaid. And I thought, you know, this is like common, like only thieves and, you know, like some like privileged people who are evil can succeed in this world. And that was my understanding of everything. And in the same time, I landed a job, and I always was lucky to land a job that would pay me well. So I had this financial security, and I have to tell you, I was always set on a financial security because of the traumas I went through the civil war in Eastern Europe. I thought that the finances are the key of everything, because my family struggled so much during the civil war and after to find any kind of security. I mean, somehow there was one instance where I actually said to my mom and dad when I was in university, I said, can you like give me your wages, your monthly wages, so I can go and check why can't we afford the basic things? Because I thought there's something wrong here. So they actually gave me their all monies on that month's wages. So I took it and I went to the store. And honest to God, with the money combined of these people's wages, these are respectable people working in high positions. But in the civil war, we were under sanctions, and the money lost its value. And I was not really aware of it. I just was a student, like studying my topics at the time. And with that money, I was just able to, you know, get a loaf of bread, newspaper, and the tampons. These was my choices, and the money was out. And I was shocked, and I was faced with such like feeling of poverty and scarcity that when I moved to London, I started having these jobs. I made sure that I never experienced scarcity again. So my life in London, together with the situation of being bullied at work and not being appreciated, being passed for promotion, in the same time, I had lots of money, so I was able to buy 2 houses in London. I had posh friends. I was going to parties, concerts. Everything looked fine on the surface. However, this circumstance is starting to seriously undermine my confidence. My confidence was knocked down, even though I did not notice it consciously. And my fears started to rise. I thought if I change this job, I would not be able to find another, and I would not be wanted anywhere else. And I better stick to what I know. So I stayed. So everything looked fine on the first surface, but what was happening, I actually started developing serious problems. I started feeling like I'm living without purpose because I was not helping anyone. I just, apart from my family, at work, I just felt like I'm not worth anything. And my confidence, lack of confidence, was starting to really eat me from inside. And I started to feel this fear that was paralyzing me. Even when I felt I have to leave the job that was so toxic, I actually stayed. And I felt like I'm living the life by chance. I did not have any plans for it. I did not know my next steps in a career. I just thought, just stay here as long as I can and like get my money in order, perhaps buy another property or something like that. I didn't have any plans at all. And while this was happening, my relationships, also my private life, was falling apart. It seemed to me that with toxicity at work, they sort of copy-pasted itself into the field of private life. And it seemed to me like any toxic guy that would walk into London would somehow find his way towards me, and I would meet this guy, fell crazy in love with, and then we would have most toxic relationship ever. So there was toxicity at work, toxicity in my private life, and everything was just really, really bringing me down. So one day I just woke up and I realized that I'm living my life in utter misery. And I started really, really feeling down and blue and depressed. And I spent the whole winter just sleeping and sleeping, working, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping and working. And I felt like I'm sinking down further into the darkness. And one day I just found myself standing in the middle of my kitchen, just staring into nothing. And the next minute I just found myself on the floor. So I'm lying down on the floor. Tears have dried out of my face. And I'm just feeling this enormous pain in my gut and in my head. And this head has been hurting me for about 3.5 years. Every single day I had this huge headache. And I just feel like, you know what, if I'm in so much pain tomorrow morning, again, I am not going to, I just can't go on. That's it. I'm going to go to the bridge and I'm jumping. That's it. And luckily, when I woke up in the morning, obviously I didn't jump, otherwise I wouldn't be here telling you this story. But when I woke up, I decided that this cannot go on, because I am an optimistic, happy person with so much like goodness inside and so many ideas to change the world for the better. How on earth was I able to find myself in this situation where I want to end my life because I'm in so much pain? There must be a solution somewhere. So when I woke up in the morning, I said yes to finding out what is that I have to change to actually get out of this pit of darkness. And I stepped out and I started looking for solutions, and I have found them. Okay, I stepped out of my comfort zone and went out there, met people, did the systems. I invested everything I had, and it was in the middle of financial crisis 2017. Everything financially I needed to invest, because the other option was for me to die, and I knew this. And I did not want to be blindsided ever again, because this blindsided me. I did not know that this can happen. So I have discovered a system to help myself get out of lack of confidence, to get out of confusion about my purpose, about my next steps in my career. And this is the system. So this is your roadmap to confidence, clarity, and career success. The number one step that I did, it was awareness. And I'll tell you more about this. Second was to delete my mental blocks and limiting beliefs that were keeping me in this place that I hated for so many years. And the third step is, when you know all of this, is to plan ahead, not to do the, spaghetti in the wall strategy, or, just falling into one thing or another without any understanding of why and why would you. So I'm going to present this 3 steps through 3 case studies of one of my 3 ex-clients, Martina, Alma, and Agnes. So let's go. The roadmap. So the first step is awareness. So why are we talking about awareness? The roadmap to awareness is that when you do the awareness step, like I did, like my clients did, you get clarity of yourself. You get clarity on whether or not you're in the right place in your career, in your company, whether or not they fit you. And then when you know this, then you can evaluate the proper steps that you need to take you in the right direction. And then you can take action on this. And while you're doing the awareness part, you need to understand that the feeling of being more connected with yourself and your purpose is the key to you knowing why are you lacking confidence and what is it that you need to do to take yourself forward in your career. And the roadmap to awareness will be taking you to live a more purposeful life. So the case study of Martina. So when Martina came to me, she was stuck in a job she didn't like. She felt she could do more. And she was not sure what her next step would be. On top of it all, she told me that she was refused promotion over and over again. And she was told by her bosses that she's not fit to be a leader. And she was trying to change this job, but she was hitting the walls with the recruiters. And when she came to me, she was experiencing very high levels of anxiety, fear, and anger, and confusion. So when she did the awareness step, she had a huge breakthrough. She realized that the company she was in, it was not good fit for her, because what she was doing there was not making her feel fulfilled. As soon as she realized this, she took a massive action and completely redirected her career. So to begin implementing awareness, I have a little toolkit for you, like 3 steps that you can do to begin implementing awareness that you really need. And that is, number 1 is find some meditations. There are plenty on YouTube, and they can help you. Just find them. I've got some as well I can send to you if you want to. But these meditations are crucial. Please take this seriously. If you've never done any meditations, they are crucial, because they help you become more present with who you are. Because the chances are you're too busy, and you've been busy all of your life just studying and thinking and going forward the way you think that you should, but you did not have time to find out who you really are as a human being. And you probably, if you did once know who you are as a human being and what you're here to do, you got disconnected because you're too busy, right? So meditation will be helping you to be more present with who you are, to feel connected, right? To feel emotion. And emotion is the key that's going to take you to success. So follow your emotion. Get coach. This is a step 2. Coach. Get coaching sessions. Get into conversations that is going to clarify what are your priorities in life right now. And then you can create a roadmap that is going to take you there. And also I would recommend you to take a journal, buy a journal for yourself, and start journaling every single day. So you do some kind of a daily reflection to get the clarity of your accomplishments and your emotions. Again, I'm accentuating emotions here because emotions are the key to the success. So example of Martina, when she joined my program, she started meditating, coaching, and writing thoughts down and contemplating. And that helped her to become fantastically clear on where she is and where she needs to go, okay? I want you to now think of the time when you did something, got something you wanted, achieved something, and were still unhappy. Okay, the roadmap is going forward, and we're going to be tackling the step 2, and that is deleting mental blocks and limiting beliefs. And what do I mean by that? Is when you delete mental blocks and limiting beliefs, and everybody has those, right? You are going to flow freely towards results that you want. And results are going to start happening fast for you. For instance, with my program, out of 5 calls, on the 3rd call already, people start taking action and they're getting results, like real fast. It's really happening fast. And you're going to eliminate fear, and you're going to boost your confidence. So let's go into the case study of Alma, who is quality insurance engineer. She had this limiting belief, I am meant to suffer in life. So what was actually that doing to her? At work, she was showing up as a bubbly person, happy, but insecure. And she was self-involved, perfectionist. And she was really afraid to step up and be a leader. And career consequences of that limiting belief for her were, she said to me, when I have dealings with senior people, I don't have a career-oriented conversations, but I talk about the weather. So she told me when she's meeting senior people, like her bosses or directors or CEOs, they're like speaking over a cup of tea, and they were talking about the weather. She said to me, I am not able to tell these people about the projects that I'm interested in that are happening in a company and ask them how I can get involved, or what is it that this company is going through? How can I contribute? How can I actually put myself forward to some projects and promotions that I was interested in? No, I would freeze and I would talk about the weather. Okay. And then she had this huge project that was happening at the time of our coaching, and she had 2 teams that she was overseeing already, and team 1 was delivering fine. The second team was not delivering, and so she was speaking to this team over and over and over again, asking, what is the problem? How can I help you? What is the holdup? What's going on? When are you going to deliver? Oh, we're going to deliver soon. Yes, we're going to deliver soon, on Monday. Yes, on next Monday or next Tuesday or whatever. They were not delivering, and the client started to panic, and client called the boss. And she told me, this boss is new. He's been in the company for 6 months. And since this guy came on board, he showed very clearly that he cannot stand me. Not once did this guy look at me in the eyes. Not once. And she said, Anna, I'm really afraid that this guy really does not like me and is going to fire me. So if something happens with this project, if it doesn't get, brilliant results, I might get fired. And this client, being fed up with the delays, is calling her boss directly to complain about her. And this boss, her boss, obviously calls her up, starts shouting at her, what the hell is going on? I want this to be delivered now. I don't care what the holdups are. I don't want your excuses. Deliver. So what did we do? We did some coaching around limiting beliefs and we removed them. So we installed the empowering belief. We are all born pure beings meant to be happy. So once she had this installed, Alma took massive, unprecedented action. She got interested in her team and became more assertive. So what actually happened as a consequence of that she talked career progressions with both of a CEO and director and got a feedback, guidance, and mentorship. But what, more interestingly, happened on the project was that she called up the client directly, went into the meeting herself alone, found out what needed to be done that team 2 had to deliver in detail. She went back and actually did it herself with the team 1, completely bypassing the team 2, and they delivered the project in 2 days to enormous satisfaction of the client, who was very happy. But when the team 2 found out what she has done, basically the shit has hit the fan, because she has done something that you just don't do in a corporate. They complained about her. There was politics. There was lots of dust. There was like shouting and asking for a reprimand. And in the end, she said to me, my boss called me to his office to come straight away. And in the past, she would be going to his office with her knees shaking and being frozen. This is how that had effect on her. But now, with the new belief, she was walking in. She opened the door comfortably and confidently. She closed the door. Her boss was standing by the door, by the mirror, by the window, and was looking through the window. When she entered, he turned around and she closed the door and he said to her, congratulations. I didn't think you had it in you. So basically, this guy had looked at her in the eyes for the first time in 6 months, and he showed her respect. She said to me, I was over the moon for the first time in this environment with this boss. I got some respect. So basically, this is her feedback after our coaching. She said, I am the leader, I am taking charge, I'm initiating projects, and my boss respects me. I feel empowered, I have positive energy, I'm feeling elated and courageous, and I'm happier, involved, and having a bigger picture. So these are some of the results that you're going to experience when you go through this step. Okay, so let's go to the third step, planning ahead. So why do you plan ahead? Obviously to secure your future, right? So you need to have a roadmap with the steps that you know will get you there faster. And you need to brainstorm what these steps would be. You need to have some kind of a dream, idea, purpose, some like end goal that you want to achieve, right? But when you have this end goal, if it's like a 12 months ahead, for instance, you need to anticipate your successes or your failures, right? So when you have a plan ahead, you can see both. You're not going to be surprised or let some kind of fancy something or fear take you away from your road. And when you have this plan, you start following it in the authentic way for you, not forced, you're going to start finally feeling like you're living on purpose, and you're finally like getting back in the driving seat of your life and becoming an architect of your life rather than living it by chance and letting things just happen. All right. So there are 3 steps to successful planning ahead for you. Number 1 is to detail the future that you want. You need to see it in such a great detail. Okay. So you need to start feeling that these steps and the plan that you have is good for you. There must not be any resistance. You remember, when you delete limiting beliefs, there will be no fears. So then it's going to be pure emotion guiding you, and there will be no resistance when the road for you is the right road for you. Okay? And you will know when you're on track. When there's resistance, you are not on the track. Okay? And the second step, very important, when you have a dream that you want to achieve, a plan, a goal, you need to inspire others into your dream. It's important because you don't want to be doing this alone. It's too important for you to be a lone wolf. You need to inspire others so that they give you support and sometimes guidance when you need it. Okay? And the third step is to pursue excellence and to be seen as a go-to expert. And why is that important? Is if you're still in a corporate, or if you want to have your own business, you want to be passionate about what you're doing, okay? You want to be passionate and love, almighty love, beautiful love for your goal, okay? And you will be so authentically interested in to pursue the excellence in your field that you're going to be naturally seen as a go-to expert, okay? So these are the 3 steps that are going to be definitely taking you, into like a success road. So this is a case study of Agnes, who was a marketing strategist. So when she came to me originally, she wanted to get promoted at her job, and she didn't know how. And her job at the time was totally overwhelming and was leaving her drained, not just for work, but for the social life, which she really needed to catch up on. And she said, I do not have any plan to move forward. Okay, she had lots of dreams, but no plan. And at the time, she was really angry and exhausted. And she was afraid to ask for what she needed out of her bosses. And she was totally feeling stuck. So after we did these steps, she got a clear vision of how her success looks and feels like, which is crucial. And she created an outrageous goal that gave her happiness and fulfillment. And she was fired up and passionate about her goals so much that she started inspiring key people inside of her organization, like her boss, and outside of her organization. So when her boss saw these results coming in out of this passion and fire and action, she got results within weeks. She got promotions, she started traveling, all the travels were paid by the organization, and she got invitations to speak. So her profile was rising and rising and rising. She got incredible visibility. All of that, as I said, within weeks of understanding this process. And this is her feedback. At work, I was offered to move up the ladder, change of job title, and having an assistance. Okay, she's feeling like she deserves this. I will go for it. I'm absolutely certain that I will achieve all my goals. And within weeks, the results spoke to themselves. It's very exciting. In a matter of weeks, I've done both and will continue to do so, which in terms of traveling the world with work and pleasure. So this is the result that she got out of realizing the path that she needs to take, the road, and she planned it out. Okay, so I always say, like, if she can do it, you can too. And I want you to think about times when you made an important decision, only to realize, well down the road, that it was a wrong decision. And the toolkit for you to begin implementing planning is, number 1, you need to know that you must not skip steps. Okay, you cannot jump onto the planning part without going through the steps of awareness and deleting mental blocks and limiting beliefs. You cannot do that because you will fail. You will end up being spaghetti in the wall again. You can't. You need to go through steps one by one. So to begin implementing, go through the awareness. I gave you the 3 steps to do. Go through delete mental blocks and limiting beliefs. And then you can create the plan and execute. Okay? So the main benefits of doing all of these programs, all of these steps, is that you will live a more purposeful life. Can you imagine how that's going to feel when you know what you're doing, that you're passionate about it, and you're living it, okay? This is a purpose to your life. And definitely, this is going to cause that your confidence is going to shoot through the roof, okay? And it's going to eliminate the fears. You know, in my business today, I know why I'm doing this. I feel the purpose with every pore and cell of my being. So even though when there are difficult times, that there are plenty when you're running your business, plenty. And when there are fears, I burst and go through them with confidence because I feel this incredible connection with everything that I do. And the third reason and the benefit of this program is that you start feeling that you are architect of your life rather than living it by chance. And obviously, there are going to be some potential challenges to this. Number 1 is that whether or not you're doing this alone, And most of you will do this alone. My question to you is whether or not you're going to get optimal results. Okay, I gave you the steps, so you can now start doing this by yourself. But are you going to get optimal results? From my own personal experience, I know that everybody who is listening to the webinar, out of 100 people, only 10 are going to start writing the notes down and actually look them up and do the steps that I just told you to do. Only 10 people out of 100. And you know what else? In regards to the results, only one of you is going to get this right. Only one. Okay? And in regards to accountability, if you're new to this, if you've never done any of the meditations, journalings, coaching, limiting beliefs, practices, or anything like that, I mean, how do you know you're on the right track? Where is this accountability? Who do you have to brainstorm this with when the challenges arrive? All right, because you need somebody who's an expert. So I'm asking you, who can you sort of ask for accountability? And also, if you're somebody who likes to get fast results and somebody who thinks that if somebody is giving you the tool and systems that you're going to go faster and actually solve this problem rather than playing with it for the next few years, you know, then you'll have the opportunity to do so. So if you are somebody who wants to get optimal results, who wants to have accountability, and who wants to have fast results, then I'll have tools and systems and I can give them to you. So this is a tool and the system that I have, and it's called the 90-Day Accelerator. And this is the exact system I and my clients used to live a more purposeful life and to boost confidence and eliminate fear, and to start feeling like we are architects of life rather than living it by chance. So right now, I would like to tell you that I'm going to introduce you to this system, like a really, really short introduction to the system, because I just want this webinar to last for like half an hour or less. And if you're interested, I would like you to listen to this so you know your options. That's all. There is no sales at all on this webinar because I cannot sell you this system over the webinar at all. We need to know and speak to each other first to see if you're the right fit, because I work only with the very special people. But I'm going to explain to you now how does it work. So listen to it very carefully. So these are the quick overview of all the 3 steps. So in a month 1, so it's like a 3-step program, again, of 3 months, 5 calls altogether. In a month one, we're doing the awareness. Remember, we covered the awareness already. In a month 2, we're working on deleting mental blocks and limiting beliefs. These take about 2 to 3 calls. In the month 3, we're then planning ahead. So it's usually the last call when we have everything cleared up. So it's quite simple, isn't it? We went through this already. So prove that it works. There's numerous feedbacks and testimonials from my client. I just enclosed 2 because I don't want to be lengthening the webinar. So Louise said, I am at the peak of my career. So much happened to me since we last spoke, all positive. I really feel that I'm at the peak of my career and that I have endless opportunities, and your program helped me to realize this. So that's from Louise. And from Susie, she said, I set a goal and achieved this 3 months early. And she actually admitted I had never properly sat down and thought about myself and what I enjoyed doing, and what was I good at, and what I wanted to do. I lacked focus, and I battled on doing tasks I didn't want to do and was not good at, and felt bad that I was not doing them properly. After 3 sessions, I saw results when I got over the self-consciousness and started to enjoy working on myself. I set a goal to rid myself of the dreaded social media work I had to do for September and achieved this 3 months early. Woohoo! Okay, this is like something from Susie. Okay, in this program, actually, I wanted to tell you that there are some bonus tools and resources that are going to be really helping you on the side of one-to-one coaching to get into the nitty-gritty of some other things that you might have on the journey. And one of them is Breakthrough Results Formula, which is a formula. It's like a video guidance that lasts about 1 hour, has 12 steps, and it takes you to the journey from you telling this process what your biggest trouble is in your career. And you write it down, and it takes us from the self-discovery process. And it goes so deep that it discovers what actually is behind this problem. So it discovers where the core of the problem is. And then, interestingly enough, it gives you the solution. It gives you the solution, and when you act on it, you can solve the problem within the next 24 hours. It is amazing, it is powerful, and I've used it myself numerous times. And also, I'm going to be gifting you my top 3 tasks to-do list, which is really, really good for creative women, or women who want to live more creative life, because it's going to reduce your workload by more than, like, I think 60% sometimes, because it's going to be asking you 3 crucial questions before you do any task. And that notepad is like something that I use regularly, especially when I started on my journey to discover my purpose, confidence, and clarity in the next career steps. Also, in this program, email support is included, and like a WhatsApp where I can answer your burning questions if you have any, like situations like Alma did with her boss and this team that wasn't performing. And recap of everything that you're getting with this program. Remember, I'm not selling this program today. This is for the information, so you know what you can get to solve your problem. So this program consists of 5 coaching calls, and they're all done within 90 days, 2 weeks apart from each other. These 5 coaching calls are valued at $1,760. And there's a bonus 1, breakthrough results formula. This is that formula that gives you the solution within 24 hours. And then bonus 2, 3 tasks to-do list notepad that reduces your workload, sometimes like 65%. And bonus 3, you have email access to me, you can write to me, and messages access for some emergencies. And the total value of this program is $2,669. So you can see this program is easily worth that much. But now it's $1,500, so it's over like 50% off, and after it's going to be $1,650. So how does that, if you wanted to take on this program, how you can take on this program? You can speak to me afterwards. I'm going to be giving you an offer below this webinar, or you can reach out to me on an email, annaloganriversby@gmail.com, or you can find the link, I believe, after the webinar. I'm going to post it later on, and you can book your clarity call with me. So payment options for this, obviously, there's always somebody asking me for the payment options, and I decided to give you a payment plan of 3 installments of $550, or you can save £90 by paying in full. So that's about it. Why would you get it now? So obviously, as I said, you can only get it after the conversation with me. You can schedule a clarity call with me. If you want one, just reach out to me at annaloganriversby.com and ask me for the clarity call. I'll send you the link. Or you can just go to my website and schedule the clarity call. It's the same thing. Because spaces are limited. Obviously, I'm one of me. There's plenty of people who want coaching because they can see the value, they see the results. The results are fast. If you're not afraid of changing your life for the better fast, then get on a call with me and invest like right now, because you're going to get so much more back. And also the price is going up when I fill the program, because at each launch, which is every 2 months, I become better and better and better, and my clients are getting like fantastic and more fantastic results at each time, the better I become. So the price goes up in the same speed. So every 2 months I raise my prices. So this is a no-risk decision I wanted to mention, because you have 30 days money-back guarantee. And within 30 days, you're already going to have 2 calls, and you're going to see if this is for you or not. If you say, Anna, I'm sorry, this is not for you, I give you your money back guaranteed. I do not even ask you any questions. But I'll tell you now, since the year I launched this program, and nobody has ever asked for their money back. So you are in a safe hands. So if you want to live a more purposeful life, boost confidence, and eliminate fear, and become an architect of your life rather than living it by chance, then you have 2 options today. You can keep going this alone. I gave you some options, right? You know how to do, you have some tools. But as I said to you, only 1 person out of you 100 is going to actually succeed. The most of you are going to be doing this alone or forget about it, and you're going to be doing what you always done and getting the lack of clarity, confidence, and visibility, and no money and no purpose, like you always have done, admitted, is going to happen that way. Or the other option is for us to work together. So you can follow my proven plan and join other high achievers getting to promotion, fulfillment, purpose, and confidence. Which one do you want? If you want the other option, then you can schedule the free clarity call with me, where we're going to be talking about you, about your plan for the future, about your circumstances. We're going to talk about what you tried so far to solve it, why he has failed. We're going to be finding solution for you, and we're going to see if my program fits what you need to tackle at this point in your life. So if you wanted to speak to me, just email me on annaloganriversby.com or go to my website, which is the same, www.annaloganriversby.com, and click the schedule button, schedule free clarity call with me there. So I hope that you enjoyed this webinar, and I hope I didn't keep you too long. I tried to keep it under 30 minutes. And until we see each other next or hear each other next, be kind, be brave, and create the world that you would love to live in. Thank you, and bye.